Hello, Facebook, Sassy Stampers, Crafters. I'm Sarah Chatello, and I'm with Sassy Paper Crafts. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I thought I'd show you my face today. We're going to be making a really fun card, and I'm going to unbox the new January paper pumpkin. So let me turn you around, and I promise in the future I will find a better way to do this. I gotta put you in the clip here. That's the card we'll be making today, and it uses the Friends Are Like Seashells bundle. And hopefully you can hear me. I have my earpiece in. But this is the bundle we're going to be using today. And it comes with these really cute dies. I'm trying to load my video on my iPad so I can see your comments. There it is. Sorry, just give me 1 second. All right, so let's get started making this card. So for the base of the card, I used a piece of Highland Heather that measures 5.5 by 8.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4 right down the middle. And we're going to start with some stamping. So this stamp set has a lot of cute stamps, and we're going to use those little speckles to make a fun background. And we're also going to stamp in Highland Heather, and that's tone-on-tone stamping. Let's ink that up. And just random splotches. And I even did a couple of second generation stampings there to get a nice little effect. I love this bundle. I think it is perfect for all kinds of occasions. There's a nice birthday stamp in there, but you could also just send it as just because card to a friend or anybody who loves the beach. I love the beach. Every August for my birthday, we go to a beach here in Michigan and spend my birthday. And it doesn't really matter how you stamp. You can have blank spots because we're going to be covering this up with the fun die that comes in this bundle. I just want to be careful not to get on to the back of my card here. That should be good. So then I took the die from the bundle, this big one here, and it comes with these little ones, which we're also going to be using those too, but I use that big one to cut out this, and I pre-cut it just because nobody wants to see me die cut. And I forgot to emboss it though, actually, so I might have to die cut because I also used the embossing folder that comes in the Sand and Sea suite. And this is really neat because it lines up perfectly. And I use well, it slid, but I use the shapes here to help me line it up. And then you just line that up and run it through the die cut, which I didn't do. So let me do that quickly. Please bear with me. I will get better at this. So it's Friday. Let me know in the comments what your plans for the weekend are. I see Danette is on. And she said she's going to be getting the bundle hopefully next week. I love this bundle. It's literally the best. It's my favorite thing out of the new January to June mini catalog. I'm so glad I got this. Because also the stamps that are in the stamp set coordinate with this die and embossing folder. How cool is that? So I am off camera just running my embossing folder through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, the Big Boss. I have it set up on my cart off camera. I really don't want to adjust that camera again, so ran it through one time. It's a little stuck, but there it is. See, I don't know if you can see the detail on camera. Sorry, I moved the camera. But it embosses those leaves, all the shells. It's beautiful. So now, get some stuff out of the way. We're going to be sponging. And I'm going to use a little sponge dauber and Coastal Cabana. And it just gives the shells a little more depth, a little more pop. Sorry if the table's shaking. I will get better at Facebook Lives, guys. Promise. I'm just going to go around. And on this card here, I did some spots darker than others. You just run it over. Some of the stuff I really wanted to stand out. Some of it I still wanted to be kind of subtle. So then once that's finished, we can put it on our card base. And for this, I used a little bit of Stampin' Seal and also a couple of mini glue dots just for the leaf pieces because I really didn't want to fight with the seal on that. And sometimes the seal gets wadded up and you gotta run your finger over it. It's fine. And I just take a couple of glue dots. Maybe. There. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then place it on the card. You don't really want any of the edges going over, which it shouldn't, small enough, just because if you were to mail it or anything, it wouldn't fit in an envelope. And then I also already stamped and die cut a few of the pieces that come in the stamp set and die bundle. So we have a starfish here, a sand dollar, and a couple of little leaves. And I used, let me see my notes here, I used the Tasteful Labels dies to die cut our sentiment. I stamped that in Balmy Blue. That's Highland Heather, Balmy Blue, and Coastal Cabana there. So I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool to get my glue dots off of here. It's just easier. And for some reason, Stampin' Up! Is now rolling their glue dots a different way. It's a little annoying, but workable. So for this, I just took glue dot, put it on my seaweed, leaf, whatever you want to call it, and then kind of placed it like that. And then after we put all these pieces on, we will pop that up with some dimensionals. One more. Glue dots are not my friend today, guys. Hi, Wendy. I love the Take Your Pick tool, too. It's a lifesaver. I'm going to use it again to get some of them Opal Rounds off of the package. Okay, that part is done. And then let me get my dimensionals. Two on the back of there. I don't think I used any on the starfish on that card, but I'm going to today. And then we need a couple for our sentiment. And I have dimensional backings all over my house. I don't know about you guys, but they're everywhere. You're just going to place that on your card. I think my kitten's been getting in my craft room garbage and knocking them around. good there. And then the starfish. Put them up higher to cover that blank spot. And then lastly, we need our Opal Rounds, which are on my desk somewhere. There they are. Use the take your pick tool again. And I like to go in odd numbers. So 3s, 5s, sometimes just 1. It's a simple card. There's 2 different sizes of these. I'm using both. There's the medium-sized one and a small. And then put it there on the, I'll put it down here. And then it's not the last thing, because you know what I forgot about is the inside of the card. You always want to stamp or do something to the inside of the card, because you could write on that and send it out. It would be fine. But I like making card insides. And I don't know where that went. So I always have Whisper Wire Basic White now sitting on my shelf here. This piece measures 5 1/4 by 4, and it fits so good on the inside. So for the inside, I don't know if you can see on this one, I use this I'm So Happy I Found You, and I made some little shells and seaweed down there. It's simple, but it dresses it up. It's cute. So let's get our stamps to see which one I'm using. That one, and you. Let's get some blocks. Just line this up on my grid paper just to make sure it's straight. So I don't want a crooked sentiment. Oh, and then I use the Highland House. Now, if you wanted to get fancy, you could do a little effect where you stamp on a Post-it note, make a mask, and have the seaweed coming from behind the shells. I'll do masking in another video because I really do love that technique. But for this, we're just going to go simple. Those are, I think it's seaweed. Looks like seaweed in Coastal Cabana. And then our sentiment for the inside is in Balmy Blue. And then just straight down and straight up. Looks good to me. A little stamp and seal on the back. Oh my goodness. And then that goes there on the inside. And that's it. There are our 2 cards. Now, let me get my stuff out of the way a little bit. I want to show you Paper Pumpkin. I love these. These kits are awesome. They are $22. And every month you get something sent right to your door. And in your first kit, you get a block even. And it looks like this. Mine's a little dirty. It's fine. You get a block. So literally everything you need is in here. Let's open it up and see what it looks like. So this is January's kit. I think it's called Send a Little Love, Sending Hearts, something like that. But you get the stamp set. And this is the first time I've actually seen it, so I don't even know what's in here. Ooh, and some pretty black ribbon. Let me open this. Where's that darn take your pick tool? This looks like some basic black ribbon. And my fingers can't get in there to open it. Fun. There. Some black ribbon. And then that's for the Little Love Boxes add-on, which I will also be showing you today. A Poppy Parade Stampin' Spot. And I save this tissue paper. I actually use it in presents and give it away because it's really good quality tissue paper. But this is the kit. That. Sending Hearts, that's what it's called. So this is the Sending Hearts kit. And those, they give you the instructions and everything on how to make it. Let's open it up. And next week I will be making one of the cards from the instructions, and I'll also be showing you a couple of alternatives and how to make those. So you'll want to stay tuned for that. So this is the instruction book, and it tells you exactly what to do to make the card. So if you think you're not crafty or you can't create cards, it's step by step what you should be doing. And it comes with glue dots, so you don't even really, and dimensionals, you don't even need adhesive. Those are pretty Blushing Bride hearts. Comes with the envelopes, so you can send them out to people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it looks like we can make 8 cards out of this. Some die cuts. A little background that you can stamp on. These are the card bases. So it looks like there's 2 designs, 4 of each. Some more die cuts to stamp sentiments on. Die cuts, the borders. So if you want to see the cards in this kit, tune in Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time next Friday, and I will be showing you all about this kit. Thanks so much for watching today. Bye.